Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Brave Kids Art Club. My name is Brad and today I have some news for you. Now it's a little bittersweet, but mostly sweet. Only the bitter part is that I'm no longer going to be doing a daily art show. So it's not going to be Monday through Friday, 5 days a week. We're actually going to do only 3 videos a week, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The reason why I'm doing that is because I need to spend some more time with my family and my other business. I'm a professional illustrator, so I have clients that I have to spend time working on those projects. Also because I have some really big plans for Brave Kids Art Club outside of YouTube as well. So we'll keep doing these classes, but we're also gonna be thinking about doing some coloring books, some online courses, some live classes, lots of really fun things. So stay tuned for all of that. Thank you guys so much for your support. If you guys find yourself on a Tuesday or a Thursday wondering, what do I do because Brave Kids Art Club's not doing a live episode? Guess what? We have 76 episodes. This is the 76th episode now, so you can go back onto the channel and look through all the different videos. I can't believe how many videos we've done since the beginning of quarantine when we started Brave Kids Art Club. Thank you guys for drawing with me and loving this show. It really makes my day. It's been kind of a rough year for me and maybe for you as well, so this has been a really bright spot for me, so I appreciate you. All right, enough about that. Let's talk about the insect that we're gonna be drawing today. Yes, it's another insect. I love these. This is one of the least annoying insects. It doesn't bite, it doesn't sting, it doesn't buzz. It completely leaves you alone. Their population is in danger, sadly, and they can produce their own light. Ooh, that was a good hint, wasn't it? You got it, we're drawing a firefly today. I have really fond memories of fireflies, catching them and chasing them around at night when I used to spend all my summers in West Virginia with my grandparents. I love fireflies. So this is gonna be really fun to draw, and it's weird to see them up close. You just kind of see them as this glowing light. So we're gonna draw their whole body, including that little bottom on there that lights up, and it'll be a whole lot of fun. But first we need to make sure that we have all of our stuff ready to go. And when I say stuff, of course, I mean grab a piece of paper out. You're gonna need a sharpened pencil with an eraser of some type, because when we do our sketching, we're gonna make some mistakes, and that's perfectly fine. That's part of the process. And then at the end, we're gonna do an outline over it all with a dark marker or a pen. Okay, I take that back, not the very end. The very end is the coloring part, which is gonna be so much fun with this firefly. Maybe you can figure out a way to make it look like it's glowing. Good luck. All right, so let's start with our sketch like we do every animal or every insect we do. All right, so I have my page vertical because I want to show my firefly just flying off around in the night sky. So what we're gonna do first is draw the 3 main sections of their body. Do you remember the 3 main sections of our insects? That's right, we got the head, then we have the thorax, and then we have the abdomen. So let's make sure we get those first, then we can add the wings and all that. All right, so let's do this. Let's make a line right about, I have to make sure I leave a lot of room for the wings, so I kind of want to scooch this over a little bit. So let's do a line right about here. And we're gonna kind of guesstimate the size and placement of these. That's why we're doing this in pencil, so we can make sure we get this right before we put our final marks down. All right, so we're gonna do that little line right there. And then we're gonna do another line right here. So basically we're drawing a rectangle, just tilted a little bit. But instead of doing that rectangle, finishing it off, I'm gonna put this line a little bit longer on this side than on the top, and I'm gonna curve it down like that. This is gonna be the firefly's thorax. All right, so now we got that bit. Maybe we can actually, maybe it needs to go a little bit longer, but that's okay. And then we need to go from here. Let's just cut that off. We'll actually probably use that segment because they have little stripes on them. So we'll leave that maybe right there. And then we're gonna add their glowing abdomen here. Now, animals that can produce, or animals or insects that can produce their own light, that science is called bioluminescence. The ability to create their own light, which is a really cool power that they have. All right, so did you get this little abdomen here? It's just gonna be, almost looks like a little pill shape cut off. So we'll have that part right there, and then let's draw the head. So we'll go like this and curve it right over here. They kind of have a longer head. So I didn't know this is what they look like. I guess I've seen them when they've stopped on my arm or my hand, and you can see their little body, or they look like just a beetle. But when they fly, they definitely don't look like a beetle. Alrighty, so you got that curve at the top. That's gonna be their head. And then we're going to draw a line from this point right here. We're going to draw right up over here. Have you ever tried to catch a firefly? They're pretty fun, huh? We used to catch them in jars and then we'd let them go, but it was really cool to see their little bums glow. Like a glow stick. And they can glow different colors. They can go green, I think yellow, and orange are the different colors that they can go. Because there's so many different kinds of fireflies, which I didn't know. I thought there was only one type of firefly. But that was me just being naive, I guess. Now, I'm guessing if you've actually seen fireflies in real life that you're more on the eastern side of the U.S., am I right? Because western fireflies, they actually don't produce light, so you don't see them on that side. But on we actually saw them in Texas. We did see them in Texas and in West Virginia over there on the east side. So there's a bunch of different kinds, but not all of them emit light, which I did not know either. Okay, so we got the main body here. It's kind of a long body. Let's draw we got the eye, we got the little mouth right there. It's like a little, almost looks like a little nozzle or a hose. And then we're gonna give them a big friendly eyeball right here because they don't do nothing to nobody. They're nice little bugs. They're not gonna bite you, sting you, or do anything like that. Should we draw the antennas too? Is it antennae? Is that what is the plural of antenna? I say it every single time, but I can never remember. Help me out, you guys. All right, we're gonna draw a little curve right there. We're gonna bring it back like this. We'll do another one like that, and we'll bring it back. Oh, this is looking good. This is looking like a firefly, right? I don't know. I didn't know what to expect when I looked up fireflies. This is not what I expected, for darn sure. Let's put some lines on here just because this might help us think of this more as a firefly this way. It helps me a little bit. Yeah, that's looking a little more like it. Now I got to put the big wings on there. Now it is like a beetle, so it's got the big, hard shell on the back. So we got to lift up that. It's like lifting up a hood of a car. We got to put that up on the back here. So I'm gonna do a little curve right there at this point. I like to pick points because it helps me kind of keep things organized in my drawing, even though it may not be exactly where it's at. It gives order to some of my illustrations, which I like personally. But guess what? Just because I like it, does that mean you have to like it? Nope. Maybe you guys like to have yours be a little bit messier. That's okay. That's pretty awesome. I wish I could be a little bit more messy sometimes. I really like seeing other illustrators who are a lot looser with their artwork. I always tend to find organization and order comforting when I'm drawing. But that's just me. Okay, so we got that big shell on there. Maybe I'll add like a little line right here because they do have a yellow strip on there. They're pretty dark on their outside, like a brownish color, like a dark brown, but I think I'm gonna do like a purple. Of course I'll do purple. I like to bring in a lot of color. But their bodies are like red, so that'll be fun. Okay, let's put a wing in there. Probably not too much longer than this because that's the top of them, right? That's the top of their back, so we don't want to make the wing too much longer because their wings actually hide underneath them. So let's do this. I'm going to kind of go straight out, and then I'm going to go down. And really, this is not important exactly what this shape looks like. Draw wings however you want to. I don't want you to feel obligated to draw it like this. For the main reasons that I just said. You are a unique artist. You draw it how you'd like to draw it. If you're trying to make it look like a firefly, then the important part is that we get the main parts in, right? We get the main body, we'll get the big firefly bottom on there, a big shell. Once you get those things, you can kind of take this and do whatever you like with it, and you'll still know it's a firefly, especially when we start coloring this. Okay, that's looking fun. Okay, let's do these little legs on here then, huh? I'm gonna just kind of go do this little, what is that? Like a little football shape, little leaf shape. I'm gonna do one of those for the legs, and then I'm gonna do a line out here, and then another line underneath it, kind of like a triangle. Well, it is a triangle. It's a big stretched out triangle. We'll go like that, and then we'll give them two little hands right there. Now I'm gonna erase the middle of these so we don't go over them. There we go. They kind of keep their hands and legs tucked in. So I'll keep drawing them just like this. We're gonna start with that shape, and then we're gonna do another like triangle and the 2 little feet. So I'm gonna talk about some other things, but you can watch me do this. But yeah, so why do they light up? What's the point of them lighting up? Any guesses? Well, one of the reasons is it alerts, kind of like, I guess it's like other animals that have really bright colors, like poison dart frogs and other animals. They have these bright colors, and it warns people, or I guess people, it warns other animals, predators, that they're not tasty. The same with butterflies. That's another one that we've done. They warn them and say, hey, we're not tasty. You don't want to eat us. So it kind of keeps them away. So that's one reason why they glow. And that's the problem, actually, with a lot of the bugs, a lot of these fireflies, is that they're having a hard time communicating now more and more because of what we call light pollution. Who knows what light pollution is? That's right, light pollution is just like the city lights and all the street lights and your house lights and all those lights that make it so it's not so dark at night. It makes it really hard for these lightning bugs, our little fireflies. We called them lightning bugs growing up. But fireflies, it was really hard for them to communicate with each other because the way they communicated was through their lights. So if they can't see each other's lights, it's very hard to communicate. So we're kind of seeing fewer and fewer of them, which is really sad because they are very cool insects, and they definitely remind me of summer. That's what I always saw, summertime. All right, let's do the little feet right here. All right, so I think I have everything on here that I need. I'm trying to see if I need to erase anything or add anything before I go to my marker, and I think I'm good. I do want to add some little like veins there in the within the wings, but I think I'm going to do that with the marker, with my coloring at the very end. So I'm not going to touch it right now, but right now I need to do my outline. All right, let's start with the main body, which is called that's right, the thorax. And you go around to this bottom part that glows. Oh yeah, that's another reason why they glow, is because the males, or the boys, try to get the attention of the females. And that's kind of like they do that a lot in nature. You'll see a lot of animals that will do different things, like you'll see the different birds, for example. They'll do different dances and they'll shoot their feathers up, and they're really brightly colored because they're trying to get the attention of a female. And so that's part of their ritual of connecting with another animal, which is really cool. A lot of animals do that. A lot of animals, I keep pointing out that the male animals are a lot more fun to draw a lot of times because they're a lot more colorful. For that reason, they tried to get the female's attention. There we go. Now let's draw the other leg right there. There we go. Got the little legs. They look kind of funny all tucked up. It probably helps them fly, though. You'll just notice that a lot of other ones, like bees and things, they just like dangle their legs. I was kind of surprised. All the pictures that I saw of these fireflies, they had their legs tucked up. I wonder why they do that. All right, let's do that big eye on there. Now their eye really doesn't have a pupil like our pupil. It's usually just black right there. But it looks, I want to make it extra friendly and kind of like a character when I give it a big pupil there. And then we'll give those antennas. There we go. That'd be a little thick, kind of like a moth. But I do that because I want to be able to make sure it's clear that I can color this in. I like to make basically my own coloring pages, which is a whole lot of fun. All right, let's do the lines over here. I need to do any more lines than that? Maybe not. Maybe we'll just do the rest of here on the body, on the abdomen. I'll kind of connect it with that. There we go. There we go. Oh, we got another line over here. All right, let's do that big shell on the back. Now, like I said, there's over 2,000 different kinds of Firefly. I guess I just had no idea there was that many. They even have one in Thailand that's huge. Only the females, though. They get to be the size of your hand. The size of your hand. They're like 10 times larger than the males, but they also don't have wings. But they looked just so cool. I think they're called a Lamprigera. I mean, that's what it looks like it's spelled, Lamprigera Firefly. So look that up. It's the largest firefly in the world that I know of. And it's crazy. But you have to look up a female one because they are much, much, much bigger. They're the big ones. And they don't have wings, and they just glow really, really well because they have a huge body. So it looks really cool. Okay, let's do this last little stripe here on the back. Oh, we gotta be thinking of a name. Ooh, gotta think of a name for my Firefly. Okay, I'll be thinking of it and I'll get back to you on that one. Right now, I am done, and hopefully you're at a good spot too and you're happy with what you made. So now what we'll do is we'll just erase all the sketch underneath and then we'll start coloring and we'll catch up right after. How does that sound? Awesome. Okay, cool. We'll do that. And our Firefly is done. I think I'm gonna name her Franny. Franny the Firefly. I love that. Well, I'm really excited with how Franny turned out, and even the little glowing part. How did you do the glowing part on their bottom there? I'm really curious to see what you did. So make sure you share your artwork with me. I would love to see it with everybody else, actually. So just have your parents go on Instagram and just tag us at Brave Kids Art Club. That way I get a chance and everybody else gets a chance to see it. And I'm really excited to see what you guys did with your bottoms of your fireflies. Just see how that glows. Well, because I'm proud of what I did, of course I need to sign my name on here. So I'm gonna go to the bottom, put my initials, and call this one done. Well, thank you guys so much for drawing with me today. Like I said, this means a ton to me. I can't believe how far we've come with Brave Kids Art Club, and I hope you guys are really enjoying it. So make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. That helps. And also, if you enjoyed this video, please drop it a like. That'll also help me keep doing what I'm doing. And remember, before you go, be brave, be creative, but most importantly, be you. Alrighty, we'll see you guys next time.